Well, Fridays meet Amy Zavatto joins us here on the EHM Breakfast Show with Harry. She is the editor-in-chief of Northforker and Southforker magazines and some amazing websites as well. Amy, welcome to the show. What's going on? How are you?
Hey, thanks, Harry. Can you believe it's kind of the middle of August, sorta?
I know. We were just talking before we started that August seems a little long now with Labor Day being kind of a week into September. We have to maximize our time, I feel like.
Yeah, for sure. But, also sees every day, sees every day.
That is true, but it does go so fast. I remember when we were talking about Memorial Day weekends, but here we are, and I feel like this is the last. I feel like this kind of changes everything because kids go back to college and school over the next couple of weeks. This is one of the busier weekends of the year, and there's some really cool events that are happening, kind of events that just happen every year. We'll get to that, especially on the South Fork. But let's begin where we always do, on the North Fork of Long Island, and let's chat about what's happening at Greenport Brewing. They've got another great event happening this weekend.
Oh, yeah, they always are so chock-a-block with great things to do, that brewery, in addition to delicious beers to drink. I'm a big fan of the Black Duck Porter myself.
Nice.
But Friday, or tonight, excuse me, tonight, my goodness, it's Friday. The Sideshow Market is happening at the brew house at Greenport Harbor Brewing's Peconic Avenue location at 42155 Main Road. It's from 6:30 to 9:30 p.m., so a great thing to do after work or when you get off the road if you're traveling out. You can check out some great farm goods, some handcrafted other makers items, some vintage stuff. There's going to be clothing, art, jewelry, flowers, pottery, oysters. I mean, it's kind of everything you could possibly ever want in one place. Live music, of course, and craft beer, as you would expect. Some cocktails too. The admission is free. And for more information, you can go to greenportharborbrewing.com.
They're perfect. They do a great job over there and with all their events. That sounds like a lot of fun to
Yeah,
get
I
on
love
out
it.
there and enjoy. I know Greenport has, now I've been driving around. I've seen a lot of these big signs talking about these chicken barbecues that the fire departments are doing. I've never been. Have you ever been to one? Because there's one
Are
coming up in
you
Greenport.
kidding me? Oh
I've
my
never,
God.
but
Well,
it sounds delicious. I drive by all these things and I'm like, wow, that sounds amazing. I just picture like just tons of barbecue food, like just sitting on a table looking delicious.
when my father was still alive, he was a volunteer fireman in Shelter Island, and we would always go to the Shelter Island chicken barbecue, which sadly doesn't happen anymore. And I would volunteer and shuck corn, Harry, which was
That's
super
fun.
fun. I
Yeah.
know it doesn't, maybe it doesn't sound fun, but it actually is
No, but
really fun.
I think it too. You really appreciate it as you get older because these are just
Yeah.
these are such unique events, and it's a great chance to just be with the community.
Well, and I would do that with my sisters and my
Yeah.
friends and other people maybe I didn't get to talk to too much. And even if you don't volunteer and you just go to the barbecue, I always call these events like the great social equalizers on the East End because everybody goes, whether you're a summer person, whether you've got some big giant house, whether you've got a little ranch, whether you're renting, everybody goes. And it's just the most wonderful community come together kind of event. And everybody's got to use wet naps and everybody's eating the potato salad and it's good, good stuff. And this Saturday is the annual chicken barbecue put on by the wonderful Greenport Fire Department Standard Hose Company number 4 at 236 3rd Street. And it is from 4 to 7 p.m. And you get, of course, the star of the show, the barbecued chicken, along with local corn on the cob, potato salad, coleslaw, rolls, watermelon, and beer. Wine, of course, too. Other soft drinks you can eat in or you can take out. Although, of course, I highly recommend sitting there and hanging out with all your friends. Tickets are only $30 in advance. They are $35 the day of. And to get yours, go to Zeffy.com.
All right, that's perfect. That's another great event that's happening this weekend. And then also, the Suffolk in Riverhead is just such a beautiful venue, and they've got something going on as well.
They do. If you didn't know the movie A Bronx Tale, and I highly recommend all of you people out there watch it, it starred Robert De Niro and the wonderful actor Chaz Palminteri. But this movie actually started as a one-man show written by Mr. Palminteri, and I have seen it, and I have to tell you, it is absolutely wonderful. The energy that man has, and the just incredible creativity, and how thoroughly engrossing and entertaining it is. It is not to be missed. Um, He is performing it this weekend, this Sunday at the Suffolk Theater, and it's his true story about growing up in the Bronx. Like they always say, write the true sentence you know, and boy, that man did. And the show is at 8 p.m. Tickets are $100 to 140, depending on the seats you pick, and they may be purchased at thesuffolk.org.
That's a great night. That's a great way to wrap up the weekend too. To get out to the
Oh,
Suffolk.
for sure.
That
Yeah,
sounds
yeah.
perfect. So much going on. That's the North Fork. We got 3 picks. We like to do a couple different ones. A little something for everyone. Now we turn our attentions down to the South Fork of Long Island this weekend, and let's start with the annual tradition of the Artists and Writers softball game.
Yeah, what a fun tradition, right? It is this Saturday, August 15th at 2 p.m. On in Herrick Park on Newtown Lane in East Hampton. It's in its 78th year, this game, if you can believe it. And it's just this great annual tradition bringing together artists and writers, celebrities, and lots of volunteers to do some friendly competition via America's favorite pastime. The funds raised will help support the Eleanor Whitmore Early Childhood Center, as well as the Phoenix House Academy and the Retreat and East End Hospice. So lots and lots of good reasons to head over there. There will be hot dogs, there will be hamburgers, there will be ice cream, there will be lots of other refreshments, some kid-centric activities to play, and merch for sale. $15 is the suggested donation, so it's a pretty easy on the pocket night out, and it helps a good cause. And if it rains by some horrible chance, I don't think it will. It will be the rain date is August 22nd.
That's great. I remember one. Who have you seen there? That's been because I once Bill Clinton walked by me, and he was incredibly thin and incredibly tall.
Oh my
It was
gosh.
very interesting to see, and of course surrounded by security and Secret Service. Have you seen anyone cool walk by at the Artists and Writers over the years?
Definitely a place to see some faces where you go, hey, wait a minute.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. It's definitely worth heading out there to do. This one sounds interesting. I'm assuming it's Shampooch. Something for your pet this weekend. Sounds fun. Where is this happening on the
Well,
South Fork?
as I've told you, Emily Toy, my staff senior editor, and I are much in support of taking care of some rescue animals. We both have them ourselves, and Shampooch is this annual event held by the Southampton Animal Shelter Foundation at 102 Old Riverhead Road West inside the Red Creek Park in Hampton Bays. This is from 11 a.m. to 3 p.m., and it's part of their Summer of Tales campaign.
Oh,
And I know, you can pamper your pooch with dog washing and nail trimming. It's like spa for your pup. And you can meet some of the organization's adoptable animals while you're there. There will also be car washes, so you can get your car clean too. Food trucks, pony rides, face painting, carnival games, all kinds of goodies from like almost 2 dozen vendors, a bubble themed photo booth, music by DJ Slay. It's a pretty jam-packed afternoon for the family. And if you didn't know, the Southampton Animal Shelter Foundation takes any animal, and they do the good work out there. And you can visit southamptonanimalshelter.com for more information and for upcoming events too.
that's a great cause, and that's something that everyone could do. The weather should be good for that tomorrow. Fingers crossed. Also, looking on the South Fork for other different things. Let's talk concerts. There's a lot of them this weekend.
Yeah, there's a good one. So on Sunday, the Shine Studio in Bridgehampton at 977 Bridgehampton Sag Harbor Turnpike is celebrating 13 years in the Hamptons with Art Mitzvah. It is from 2 to 4 p.m. It started as a pop-up camp, and it just really blossomed into this year-round program and community hub for kids and grown-ups alike. It's a day filled with art, music, food, all kinds of family-friendly fun, crafts, for the kids. There'll be performances by Bubble Dad and Tim Kubert and the Space Cadets, and also one of my favorites, local fire juggler Keith Leaf oh my God, that guy, I don't know how he does it. Um, you can check out fun goods from local vendors. Lots of food and drinks are available for purchase from local purveyors like Twin Forks Spice Company and Dosecitas Paletas and Montaquila for the grown-ups. Tickets are $50 for a whole family, which includes tickets for 2 adults and 2 children. So that's a pretty good deal. Additional guests are $10 each, and you can check it out at shinenyc.net for more information.
Now, for all these events we talk about, they're on northforker.com, southforker.com, so check them out for more info. And we're going to, of course, post this interview up WEHM.com, and on our socials, you can link to it as well. We like to turn our attention, after we know what's going on. Amy and her staff do a terrific job, really, with these just really interesting articles. And we live in such a cool place, Eastern Long Island. And I was just reading about our wineries. They're award-winning wineries. Of course they are. You got a great story up there.
Well, we have our very own, it's what's called in the wine world, an American viticultural area. And those are, all over California and all over every other wine producing state in the country. And ours is the Long Island AVA. And of course, everybody knows we have tons and tons of wineries on the North Fork, but we also have several really important ones on the South Fork too. And there's an annual competition put on by the New York Wine and Grape Foundation. I used to judge at it, actually, and it's really cool. And it's a competition of all the wineries who enter across the entire Empire State. I did a story on all of the wineries that won platinum and gold. Of course, you can go check out the website to see who won silver and bronze as well, but you can check out the winners. And I would highly recommend grabbing some of those bottles for your table because they will sell out fast and they are delicious.
Very good. That's something to check out, northforker.com. And on southforker.com, you've got something interesting about the Chelsea Flower Show.
On southforker.com, we have an exclusive interview with Declan Blackmore of Summerhill Landscapes in Sag Harbor on his recent trip to the Chelsea Flower Show, which is a really amazing, hard to get into event every year in London. That's kind of the premier horticultural event of the season. And he brought back all the hot trends that you will be seeing in your yards and all the beautiful landscapes around the Hamptons. And he gave us a little chat about what he saw.
Sounds like there's a whole bunch of stuff to check out online on the sites, Northforker and Southforker.com. And I also want to point your attention to, I think both sites have the link to it, the 5th annual Northforker Wine and Food Classic. We're getting closer. It's Thursday, September 3rd, and there's still some tickets available for this.
Absolutely. It's Thursday night, as you said, September 3rd, and there's still a few tickets left. It's so much fun. Dozens of vendors, food, wine, spirits, non-alcoholic drinks too. It's just a great way to walk around, sample lots of restaurants, maybe some that you haven't tried, maybe some of your favorites, wineries too. And I just love it. I have such a great time at it, and it's a good time for everybody.
And that's up at the Borghese Vineyard in Cutchogue. So
Correct.
check that out, northforker.com, southforker.com. You get the link to the tickets and everything you need to know. Amy, we got a busy weekend ahead. Thank you so much for your time, and we'll chat next week. Tons to do. Thank you so much.
Hey, thanks, Harry. Great to talk to you.